We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fake. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 18, find in. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And that'll set them back 5. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Seahawks nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Seahawks nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. On the ground, it's Calais. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Calais, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Raymond Calais out of the backfield.
And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Calais.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Raymond Calais.
Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run. Calais.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense. Go. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Calais. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for number 10.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Loss of 11 yards. Another 3 and out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
44-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Check three. Kill.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because You have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
This to Jarwin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Raymond Calais, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Browns 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 11.
He'll take a shot here for Hooper down.
He's got a man complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, it's Chubb.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 13.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I'm
Really?
going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Right set, 33. 33. Rack.
Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch gears. They're running.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Browns 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my son. Give it up. Give it up.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 3. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second down and 8. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. That'll bring up second down.
And 10.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
It's now third down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup